Sweeties, how are you doing? Welcome to my channel. Hope you are great. Disclaimer: this video reflects my personal opinions and comment, or it's not intended to harass, harm, or defame any individual. Content is for discussions and educational purposes. So I am seeing videos of people that said that they were raised in Black community, grew up with Black culture, and have Black kids. They are Asian, and they are speaking up on the anti-Blackness that runs in their community. I love the fact that some people are bold enough to speak up, to call their people out over what they have been doing. Because recently, I am seeing them saying that they have Black fatigue, and I am asking them, hello? Because the white people, you guys are trying to act like we're the same people that never allowed you guys to be in their community to do business. How many times have you seen Asian stores in white neighborhood? Why? Because they did not want them there. But these are the same people that are acting every damn thing to be white. You heard me right. But one thing I know for sure is that one day, this mother minority of a thing will push you guys to a place where you will never want to, the day you open your mouth to speak, you'll be like, Black people were really right about all this. You guys want to be perfect. That is also one of the reasons why their parents will never let them speak up on political issues. And they are sitting on, for everything they are enjoying today presently is because Black people fought for their civil rights. Let's get into this video.
To feel like an anti-Black model minority dog whistle. A 14-year-old Black kid named Cyrus Carmack Belton has been murdered by a Chinese man. Shouldn't we be saying Black Lives Matter instead? So many people have come into my comments being like, I'm so worried about my safety as an Asian person now. Or like, how dare Black people boycott our businesses, as if a boycott is actually going to be something violent. 70 to 90% of the hate crimes against Asian Americans have been perpetrated by white people. You know that, right? And the ones that are committed by Black people are replayed over and over and over again on the news because that's what fits their narrative. And let me ask you again, why are you using the death of an innocent Black kid to cry and make it all about us Asians? It's giving white narcissism right now. It's almost like you model minority Asians studied a little too hard under the white people. And it's giving all lives matter. It really is. Now, do I believe that Asians should be hate crimed? No. I'm Asian. I've been hate crimed. Someone tried to dump acid on my mom during COVID. In elementary school, white kids poured mud on my clothing when I wore like traditional Chinese stuff to school. People called me freaky Chinese. I know what Asian hate feels like. And the general sentiment that I'm seeing from the Black community right now is not Asian hate. It's self-preservation. There has been some racism from some of them toward Asians, but the way that y'all are talking about it, you're like really leaning into the negative stereotypes about Black people by painting them as so dangerous when it was one of their children that got shot dead. Stop Asian Hate started feeling mainstream and neoliberal as soon as Joe Biden gave us our Stop Asian Hate bill when Black people got nothing. Yeah, we got a bill about it. If you're so worried, go ask the white people to protect you. Now, to be fair, racism against Asians is still a huge problem, okay? I'm not saying I want us to be hate crimed. I'm just saying that the phrase Stop Asian Hate has lost its meaning, and this is a very weird time for some of you to be concerned about that.
An Asian woman raised in Black American culture and is also raising 2 Black children of my own, I would like to talk about this Rick Chow situation. And first off, I would like to send my condolences to Cyrus's family and parents. I am so sorry for your loss. Now, if y'all do not know about this Rick Chow situation, I do recommend for you to go look up information on your own. I have watched everything and gathered everything, and here are my thoughts on it. The justice system has failed. South Carolina justice system has failed, and they have failed Cyrus. Now, if you guys go watch the video, if y'all don't know about the story, let me catch you up. The young boy, 14-year-old, went into a gas station to get some water. He was then accused by the gas station owners that he stole water. He left the store. The father, Rick Chow, and his son had proceeded to go out of the store to follow the young boy and shot him in his back. Rick Chow is recently found not guilty, and it was self-defense. I don't know about y'all, but getting shot in your back, how is that self-defense? How is that self-defense? There was no witnesses as far as the shooting. So the information that they presented to the court was that Cyrus had a gun on him. And supposedly he pulled it out and Rick Chow shot him in the back as self-defense. But how do you get shot in the back if you're turning around? It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. Now the problem here is Rick Chow is found not guilty, right? Because of self-defense. And the thing is, in court, they are not allowed to bring up old cases. This isn't the first time that Rick Chow has shot somebody. This is the third time. But in court with the justice system, they are not allowed to bring up his previous information for the jury to have an idea of what kind of man Rick Chow is. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I've been raised in hood. My corner gas station in Capitol Heights, we got boosters all the time. We got people stealing all the time. The owner is not running out after the boosters to shoot them. The correct way to go is take a picture on the surveillance, post it up. This kid is wanted for shoplifting, isn't allowed to come here. Call the police. But to actually run out of a store with a gun to shoot a child over a bottle of water is insane. Now, I know a lot of Asians that are racist against black people. I know that firsthand myself living life. But that doesn't mean all Asian people are racist. Now, when it comes to this Rick Chow situation, I feel like it's deeper than racism. That man got a trigger finger. He's trigger happy. He shot twice and got away with it for pleading self-defense. So the fact that he got away with shooting people twice, he's getting away with the third time. That's dangerous. That's dangerous. He's trigger happy. If you don't know anything about killers, once they get away with one thing, they just gonna keep doing it. Now, I also saw a video of Cyrus's mother breaking down for the injustice of her son and her crying how people are leaving nasty racist comments under her videos about her son, how he deserved to die, and all these racist comments. See, the thing is, y'all people on the internet is way too comfortable. Y'all way too comfortable to say anything out of your mouth. Y'all just way too comfortable on the internet, and it's just pure ignorance. This lady just lost her child. He's never coming back. He's a 14-year-old boy. Black people are saying they want to boycott all Asian businesses. I get it. Do what you feel like you need to do. But once again, not all Asian people are racist, are bad people. There are good people and bad people in this world, regardless of what race you are. And when it comes to Rick Chow, I feel like it is way deeper than racism. That man got away with way too much shit. And he is comfortable, and he knows that he's gonna win if he get a good lawyer, and that's exactly what happened. And that's exactly what we're in an uproar about, is the fact that we couldn't bring any of his past to the courtroom to prove that this man is a cold-blooded killer. That's my thought on this whole situation. Once again, my condolences to Cyrus's family. I don't think this is a fair verdict. And please be a kind human. Have some sympathy. Have a heart. Be kind. Because when you die and it's time for Judgment Day, remember, what kind of human were you? All right, bye, y'all.
I feel like the Asian American community needs a timeout in regards to how they're reacting to the Black community's feelings about the Rick Chow case. Talk about boycotting Asian American businesses within the Black communities. And I feel like the Asian American community needs a timeout, like an internment camp type of timeout, because we've learned nothing. So much so that we can't even have empathy for a community that lost a child. Latasha Harlins was a couple years older than me. I'm a grandma. That was taken from her. She will never be one. She never became a mom. We're mad about a boycott? You should be concerned if they want to be violent, but all they want to do is boycott. I really think an internment camp timeout would be okay with us, would benefit us, humble us and put us back in the place that we actually are in this whole damn hierarchy of white supremacy. And I feel like you bitches need some humbling. Also, I'm taking notes on who all is fucking happy about his verdict and who all is upset about the possible boycotts, because I'm going to make sure when we get locked up in those internment camps, you're the first ones to get your ass beat.
Just imagine Cyrus was Asian and how upset as an Asian person you would be if one of your children, one of your people's children, got shot for not even stealing, by the way. They were so scared that they ran after him. Is that not crazy to you? And I said in my last video that all Asians were racist, and I believe all people are racist. We are not masters of other races. We have stereotypes built into us that we were raised with, that we live with subconsciously. So you have to constantly learn. To be racist is to be ignorant. And we are all ignorant. So when somebody tells me, oh, I'm not racist at all, that's just weird. I just don't see that making any sense. Somebody else said, oh, Korean people were slaves. Yes. And it's not to compare. Okay. She was like saying Korean people were slaves. You should know what we went through as Asian people. I do, because I'm half Korean and I was born in Japan. So I dealt with a lot of racism. And Korean people were enslaved for like 35 plus years. Black people were enslaved, and not to compare because it shouldn't be compared, but for centuries, Black people were slaves. Black people were property. America is built on Black people's backs, indigenous people too, yes, and immigrant people. But before we got here as immigrant Asian people, Black people were here. I live next to Koreatown. Koreatown is one of my favorite cities, by the way. Do you know how Koreatown was built? Koreatown, Los Angeles? Because Korean people, my people, were given loans to open up businesses in Black neighborhoods. So Korean people opened up stores all across Wilshire Boulevard. We were given that privilege that Black people weren't. Redlining was a thing. Redlining affects us till this day, especially Black people. And white people did this not only to make us turn against each other, but also to make sure we don't succeed. When we think of what white people think about us, what do we think? Oh, they think we're smart. They think we're quiet. They think we put our head down. They think we don't say anything. But what do white people think of Black people? Do you see the difference in privilege? After what happened with Rick Chow and Cyrus, Black people don't feel safe around us. Can we fucking blame them?
Okay, if I, at the big age of 40, go into a gas station, right, and the owner's wife tells me to put my backpack at the door, and I do it. I go grab 4 waters. I decide I don't want them. I put it back. And this whole time, the owner's wife is still following me around because her bitch ass thinks I'm stealing. I come back towards the door because I'm going to exit. Everybody thinks I stole something. I leave the store peacefully, didn't cause no ruckus in the store. But now, the store owner and his grown son are chasing me because they think that I stole something. So of course, I'm running too, because why are these grown men chasing me, right? During the course of me running for my life, because 2 grown men are chasing me for I don't know what fucking reason, they thought that I stole something, but I didn't. I fall. But these 2 grown men are still chasing me, so of course, to protect myself, I pull out my weapon. But the owner shoots me, and I die. I promise you will not be telling the rest of the world that I died because I had a weapon.
If you're racist towards Black people and anti-Black to the point that you shoot a 14-year-old in the back, presumably over water, then why are you opening and running a business in a neighborhood that's over 40% Black? That's literally the definition of predatory, because these are the facts. The only eyewitnesses are the killer and his son. And not only did 14-year-old Cyrus Carmack Belton comply when he was asked to leave his book bag at the front door when he entered the gas station, but all of this started because the son, Andy, made a racist-based assumption, because he didn't actually see Cyrus steal anything, because Cyrus did not even attempt to steal anything. Secondly, even if Cyrus stole water, do you know what kind of people steal water? Do you know what kind? The people who desperately need it. We don't even fucking criminalize those people, let alone kill them for it. And just a reminder, all of this has already been verified through court through video evidence. But in addition, over a presumed stolen bottles of water, the whole family, both the owners and the son, all left the store chasing after him, leaving someone else in the store by themselves with the register. And all 3 of them chase after Cyrus down Springtree Drive, as you can see, is a dead-end road. And then Andy states that he saw Cyrus throw something to the right, which is a little confusing, but I think it could have been his pew-pew. And then Andy claims that Cyrus tripped, turned around, and had something in his hand, and then he realized it was a pew-pew. But evidence shows that Cyrus never actually brandished it at any of them. And the whole time, Andy's father, Rick, the one who shot Cyrus dead, never even saw any of it. And Rick should have been found guilty because none of this would have happened if the Chows didn't make racist assumptions and dehumanize a 14-year-old over water to the point that they abandoned their own store. And Rick Chow, only after seeing Cyrus bleeding out and dying was he like, oh crap, that wasn't a criminal. That's a literal human being. It's a child. And did he, out of regret, try to save Cyrus's life? And this is why racism is systemic in this country, because not only did the courts allow and buy Rick Chow's self-defense claim, because the simple fact that Andy and Rick were the ones chasing/pursuing Cyrus means that Cyrus was the one who was running away from them, which makes Cyrus the victim and inherently the one who was trying to defend himself from the Chows. And it's also systemic because the prosecutor only pursued murder charges against Rick Chow, which is one of the only murder cases that I've ever seen where they didn't also tack on manslaughter and a slew of other charges just in case the murder charge didn't stick, which is exactly what happened to Rick and why he's free. Fuck the Chows, and I very much support boycotting any business that any of the Chows work at or own in the future. And rest in peace, Cyrus.
This is all I got from this video, and I want you guys to know that for how long it's going to a week, right? Everybody is still on this Rick Chow, Andy, and Cyrus case. Why? Because you and I know how it was all a mess with the attorneys and all that. Because how eventually did they let that man go for no reason? I mean, Cyrus did not steal. I want us to be very clear about that. But even if somebody stole a bottle of water from your store, do you have to chase the person how many yards, 100 and something yards away because somebody stole when you should have called the cops? And for no reason, like every other person have been saying that I think he has happy fingers, because the fact that the judge also saw that it's been how many times he has done something like that to other people, still they found him innocent, right? And I eventually found out that his attorney is actually a black man, but I don't want to go there at this point in time, because I saw a lot of people already bashing him, and some people are defending him, saying that he is doing his job and the rest of it. That why are black people said that the man is good with his job? But he knew the case. He knew about the case before he went. He decided to take it up. Did he not? And some people will tell me, yeah, it's all about the money, when all money is not good money. I am not going to say a lot on that because there are some things that I don't know, but I am just going to keep it aside. I think this is going to be a great time for Asian community to put themselves together, because everything they have shown me on this app is that great model minority that everybody has been talking about them. And that is what we get to see every day. There is nothing they haven't caught black people. Recently, some said there are black fatigue, blah, 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 blah. And the truth is that black people have always been right about your all's behavior. They have always been right. And I am also right each time I call some people corny, because some people will never speak the truth. Some people will never speak up when some people are speaking up. Some people will never do the right thing. I don't know why they behave like that, but it's like a norm for them. They will never and ever do the right thing. Why? Because they have bought into this white supremacy ideology and all that. They just want to be the perfect community, when in real life, there is nothing perfect about them. And the truth is that the same way they see you is also the same way they see my people. No different. There is nothing that will make you white. And the fact that a lot of them are also trying to tell you that he is not even Chinese, that he is from somewhere. Some people will say, yes, he is Chinese, but he's from one tribe. Huh? Man, You cannot make this up. Bye for now.